The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will. Shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
A gain of 3, second down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now third down and very long. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
Throwing, Winston. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here's Jones on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Look at hot. Here we go.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Now Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Robin.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
It's caught at the 1. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Browns defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Ready? Let me go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fry, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now Jameis going to change things up.
Off the play fake. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Winston to throw for it on 4th.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Stroud to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark from 6 yards away. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready?
Now Winston.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man, Dell.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
They run with Ford.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's fourth. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Stroud now on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Stroud working out of the gun. Right back to Njoku.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Up the middle they go. Nash. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
17-0 our score after 1.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try the left side. Nash. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Reek Woolen in on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerome Ford.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Hopkins with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next team.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Stroud eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
11. Why, Tony? Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
Stroud and company going for it.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nash. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Stroud.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
On the quick, right?
That's complete to Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let the hot. Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Nash. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, 5 on the 50. Wait, not up.
To throw is Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Jameis to throw it. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. Still going. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Browns 31, Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A good return up past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now Winston on 4th down. A little short pass. This is Everett. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Now Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Stroud. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right. Likely Texas.
Stroud off the play fake.
Shart's got it left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 14. First down, Cleveland.
The throwing again is Stroud.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Powering his way forward. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Tank Dell.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Nash, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the second down and 4.
Here we go.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
On the quick, right?
Up the middle they go. Nash, and tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sam Hubbard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fry.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2nd and 7.
Ready?
Throwing. Winston. It's caught on the right side. Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Fry.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another Cincinnati Bengals.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Winston, he's going to audible to something else.
2nd and 1. Flush to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from a yard out.
And the Bengals are able to claw one back.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Winston to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
DJ Sharp on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a give right side. It's Nash. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nash, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
Here we go.
This is Ford. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, it's Nash. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns extend their lead yet again.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Ready.
To throw, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's got space past the 25.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Nash. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Ready. Let me go.
Here's Winston. Look at the big fella go. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Ready.
First and 10.
Winston. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nash. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a give right side. Nash.
There he goes again.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things.
And my goodness, another interception.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that don't take it away.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. To throw is Winston. Escaping the pressure right.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Where we go?
They'll throw again. Winston. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Where we go?
Jameis to throw it. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Where we go?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ready.
Winston now. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Xavier Legette, 28 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them.
Here we go.
And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Ford. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Nash, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Stroud sets up the play action. That one out wide and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now here is another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Nash. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Hey, south.
Here's Stroud. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They will start this drive with Ford. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll try the left side. It's Nash. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man here is Conklin. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Nash. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
Play action now. Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.